guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Dee. Tonight, I thought seeing that the weather is all rainy, starting to feel like fall, that I would like to start a new series called Spooky Story Saturdays. So, where I'll get on here and I will read or tell scary stories. Excuse the bad lighting, I'm relatively new to all of this, so if you hear something in the background, it's my cat, I'll whack it, which she'll probably make an appearance. Anyway, let's get on to scary stories. This one's called Girl and the Doll. And I hate dolls, but this story's gonna be scary anyway. It says, I want to tell you a story about a girl and a doll. I know what you're thinking. You've heard this story before. A little girl wants a doll. Someone buys it for her, and then the doll goes crazy and starts killing everybody. Well, it's a different kind of story this time. It happened back in 2009 when I was 16 years old. One day as I was walking home from school, I noticed that a new family had moved into the house at the end of my street. They were a young married couple, and they had a little daughter who looked like she was around 6 years old. She wore a white dress, white socks, and black shoes. Her hair was long and black, and she was holding a doll in her arms. The doll had a white dress and long black hair as well. In fact, it almost looked exactly like the little girl. Every day, on my way home from school, I saw this little girl. She was always sitting there outside her house, cradling the doll in her arms and watching me as I passed by. There was something about the way she stared at me and the cold, dark look in her eyes that really unnerved me. At night I couldn't sleep. I was plagued by very strange dreams and woke up in a cold sweat. I can only vaguely remember the dreams, but they all involved the girl with the doll. This went on night after night, and the lack of sleep left me very exhausted. Buddy, I can see why. Dreaming about a freaky doll? Ugh! There was an old lady who lived next door, and she was very inquisitive. She was one of these old women who knew everything about everyone. She was always eavesdropping and sticking her nose into other people's business. Well, I know what a lot of people look at. One day as I was walking to school, she grabbed me by the arm, and in hushed tones she said she has something to tell me. Lady, what you grabbing all up on me? You don't know me like that. She wanted to talk about the family who moved into the house at the end of the street. You don't want to mess with them, she told me. They're not good people. I've heard that they always are on the move and never stay anywhere for long. And that daughter of theirs, did you know that she's adopted? She's not right in the head either. Lady, you nosy old hag. And she carries around not a doll at all, but a demon made in her image. You had to say the D word. Oh, child. Nope. Nope. I just rolled my eyes and walked away. How I wish I had listened to the warnings of that old woman, though. A few days later, there was a knock on our front door. When I answered it, a young woman was standing there. She was the mother of the little girl with the doll. Hello, she said. I'm your neighbor, and I'd like to ask you a favor. And here comes Pie Wacket. Go. Okay. Random cat drive-by. Sure, I said. What is it? Something unexpectedly came up, she said. I have to go on an errand, and my husband doesn't get home from work until later. I'll only be gone a few hours. But I need someone to look after my daughter while I'm away. I know it's short notice, but would you take care of her? Of course, I said. What's your daughter's name? Lisa, the mother said. We need to leave now, so if you don't mind. I followed the woman to her house and I waited while she rushed upstairs. When she returned, she was leading the little girl by the hand. As soon as I saw her, I was taken aback. There was something wrong with her. Her eyes were completely black, like the eyes of a shark, and she was still clutching that wretched doll in her arms. Okay, there right there, be like, nope, sorry, changed my mind, see ya, I still got those bills to pay, I got homework to do, gotta slop the hogs, something. Be like, bye. I don't know what it was about the doll that creeped me out so much. Perhaps it was because it looked so much like the little girl that it was disturbing and uncanny. Before I had a chance to back out, the mother said her goodbye, then got in her car and drove away. Without a word, little Lisa reached up and took me by the hand. Ooh-wee! Woo! Her skin was ice cold to the touch, and it sent a shiver down my spine. Play with me, she said. Can you say kids from The Shining? We went upstairs to her bedroom, but as soon as I closed the door, I began to feel uneasy. Well, Boo Boo, you shouldn't have shut the door. I could detect a strange and unpleasant smell in the room, but I couldn't figure out what it was or where it was coming from. I played with Lisa for about 30 minutes, but then I began to feel tightness in my chest. I broke out in a cold sweat and my stomach was churning. I felt like I was going to throw up. I have to go, I said. All of a sudden, Lisa scrambled to her feet and cried out, No! You're going to stay with me forever and play with me all the time. See ya! She stared at me with those cold black eyes, and it felt like I was going to faint. I was frightened and wanted to get out of the room, but when I tried to open the door, the handle wouldn't turn. I began rattling, honey, I would make a new door in that place. It would open. And pulling on the handle, but it was no use. I ran to the window and tried to open it, but it wouldn't budge. No matter what I tried, I couldn't open it. Oh, boo, I'd open it. Then I remembered the warning of the old woman and cursed myself for not listening to her, as I was trembling with fear, but I decided to recite a prayer. As soon as I uttered the words, the little girl let out an ear-splitting screech. She screamed so loud that I thought I would go deaf and had to clasp my hands over my ears, but I never stopped reciting that prayer. You go, honey. You go, honey. You go. The little girl dropped the doll and hit to the floor. All of a sudden, it came to life and came at me. Oh, hell no. Nope. It was scratching with its claw-like hands. I tried to kick it away, but it jumped at my neck and tried to grab my throat. I fell backwards on the bed, desperately trying to fight the doll off. It was a terrible struggle. The doll was thrashing back and forth, scraping me and tearing at my clothes. Every time it got its hands around my neck, it started to throttle me. Eventually, I got the upper hand. I grabbed it by the legs and swung it with all my might, smashing its head against the wall. It hit the wall so hard that it left a dent in the plaster. A crack split the doll's face in two, and thick black smoke began pouring out. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. The doll lay on the floor, shaking and wiggling, flopping back and forth like a dying fish. The doll's head split wider, and the smoke billowing out of it grew thicker and thicker. When I finished reciting the prayer, Lisa was laying in the middle of the room unconscious, and the doll was little more than a steaming pile of molten plastic, hissing and bowling on the carpet. Just then Lisa's mother came home. She ran up the stairs and burst into the room. Demanding to know what had happened, I tried to explain, but I couldn't get the words out. I threw up all over the floor. When Lisa regained consciousness, she said that she remembered nothing at all. I looked at her eyes. The blackness was gone, and now they were a bright, vibrant shade of blue. 3 years later, when she was about 9 years old, Lisa died suddenly. She drank an entire bottle of bleach, and it corroded her inside. She died in tremendous pain, screaming and crying in agony as her organs slowly broke down and dissolved. The doctors ruled it an accident, but everybody suspected she had taken her own life. Her parents were devastated. Nobody could explain why a girl so young would do such a thing. A week after the funeral, her mother and father moved out of the house. It held too many bad memories. As they were going through Lisa's bedroom and packing up her belongings, they found something glued to the back of her mirror. It was a photo of Lisa and the doll. Uh-uh. No. No. Oh boy, even more scary pictures of it all. No. Okay, what'd y'all think about that? Leave a comment down below and let me know. Let me know some of your scary stories. Um, Yeah, but I don't do dolls. I had my own experience with it all. People gonna think I'm crazy, but this happened when I was a little girl. I'll tell you about it in another video, cause you know, like it's like raining outside and I'm like alone in my bedroom, and yeah. But anyway, so has anybody decorated for Halloween yet, or at least fall yet? I want to so bad, but my daughter always makes me wait till after her birthday. So we had her birthday party today, but her birthday's next week or this coming week, and I want to decorate so bad. So bad. I'm excited. Not quite sure what I'm going as yet. I thought about going as a nun from the new Conjuring movie, but I would freak myself out probably because, yeah, I don't do the whole demon thing. You know, scary. But then, you know, most of y'all know if y'all watch my channel, I'm a cosplayer for Hocus Pocus. I am Winnie, as you know. Book. You know, come to mommy. Which everyone says that I favor her anyway, but I just don't see it. You know, when she goes, oh, look, another glorious morning makes me sick. Yeah, I'm still in the process of making her costume. I have her costume that I made, but I cannot get the wig right. And honey, to get that wig made, it's like $300 some, and I'm not paying that money. But I want it so bad. But I'm thinking about just buying a long auburnish orangey wig and making it myself. Let's see what else. Girl, this hair. What else can I talk about? I want to give a shout out to one of my favorite YouTubers I just recently come across. Her name is Miss Sharon Lee, and I adore her. I just absolutely adore her. She's a Southern girl too. She lives in Alabama, and I live in West Virginia, so we're, you know, Southern girls. And she just, when my eyes landed on her and I heard her voice, it was like she reminds me so much of my sweet, sweet aunt that passed away 3 years ago. Just everything about her, her mannerisms, the way that she holds her mouth. Me and my daughter, we just adore her, and I love her. Sharon, if you're watching this, I love you. I adore you. I do. I just want to hug you. I think you're the most precious thing ever. Um, but yeah, like I said, I ramble on and I jump to one subject to the other without prior warning, but that's just me. But I guess I'm gonna get off here. I just wanted to tell y'all the spooky story, and if it's something that y'all like, I will continue. And I know I'm not making videos like I should, but you know, I don't want to come on here when I'm not feeling good and try to make a video for y'all, and it's not going to be up to par, and it's just, and I'm not always in a bad mood, but there's days I just don't feel like making a video, and what fun is it for me to come on here and do a video? Y'all are going to see it, so it's not going to be good. But yeah, I think I've talked y'all's ear off enough, and hope y'all don't have nightmares about that freaky doll. And who knows, I might get on and read one of my books. Who knows? You never know, do you? Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go check on my daughter. I think she's like passed out in a chair asleep. She's turning 24, y'all. 24. I embrace my age. I turn 46 in September. And my one birthday wish is to go to Salem, Massachusetts, but I want to go by myself. Can you see me on the bus by myself? Be like Colin. Colin, America's Most Wanted. I found everybody. Oh, no. No. If anyone wants to go with me, you know, let's go to Salem. Let's go to Salem. Whoa. But, yeah, like I said, I'm going to go. I know I said that like 5 minutes ago, but let's keep rambling. No, just comment below if you like this video. Comment below and let me know what else y'all would like me to talk about. And all that stuff. And I love you all. See you guys in my next video.